Hi, welcome back to Ground Zero. So, Kenneth, have you ever been cheated of your money?
Well, fortunately I haven't, and hopefully I never will. But these stompers apparently were not as lucky.
Well, in the first entry, stomper Eric recounts how he got conned of over $400 by a man who predicted several things about him accurately and freaked him out by making a torn piece of paper whole again.
Eric says he was parked along Kranji Loop outside Chop Si Mui Eating House when a man approached him and started talking to him about his past, present and future. He asked the stomper about his age, his favourite colour and correctly guessed his marital status and number of children. A while into the conversation, the man requested for money and the stomper handed over $65 from his wallet.
But that's not the end of the story. The man then performed the trick by tearing a piece of paper into three and then making it whole again, after which he demanded $333 from the stomper. The stomper obliged and passed him another $340.
Eric says he has reported the case to the police and is now sharing the story with netizens.
While many stompers shared their thoughts on the incident, Simon Templar said, "I don't even understand why you would even engage in a conversation with your personal details with a stranger."
I sort of think sometimes, when you chat with someone, you let your guard down and you just answer their questions naturally without thinking too much sometimes. It's hard to always be suspicious of everyone, that talks to you.
I agree, and many stompers seem to have had similar experiences. While Kopi Loti said, "What Stomper Eric said is true. Last time I've met this con man too at my block at the East area. The man also tried to pass me a piece of paper, but luckily I didn't take it and he didn't pester further."
ER Winnie was also a victim. She said, "I've been through this a few years back in 2004, but thank goodness I didn't pay him that much. I remember all I gave him was $5.
While others like David 123456 is thankful for the advice. He said, "Well, lucky you posted this on Stomp, otherwise don't know how many more people will be conned."
Yeah, exactly. But this wasn't the only story making headlines on Stomp this week. Stomper David Copperfield said he saw a man who managed to charm onlookers into parting with their money for a set of magic lottery numbers.
Well, the Stomper said this took place at the pedestrian mall at Waterloo Street near the Chinese temple. There was an elderly, bald and bespectacled man who was able to pull in the crowds with his newspaper clippings and magic tricks. He gave away 4D numbers for free, and for sure win numbers, the customers need to pay a price of $2 per lucky number.
But if they're sure win, he should keep them for himself,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, the Stomper says he was amused by how gullible Singaporeans can be to fall for such stunts. What do you think?
I don't necessarily think that they're gullible. Maybe, they enjoyed the tricks and just wanted to pay the $2 and at the same time try their luck at a 4D number.
I guess so, perhaps. But don't you think there should be, some form of regulation for stuff like this? What if this guy really is a con artist? He really shouldn't be allowed to be on the streets talking to innocent passers-by. Maybe, elderly people might fall for it.
True, I guess, we should all take some precautions when it comes to things like this. Always ask questions and think before we part with our precious money. What do netizens have to say?
Stompers like Dragon Fist said, "Report to the police, it's cheating," while Helmy J29 shrugged it off by saying, "Singapore is just becoming an unpleasant place to live in with complaints from people with camera-installed devices."
Well, if there are no citizen journalists, then there wouldn't be Stop.
Well,
yeah, we appreciate all entries, and as for dealing with con artists, better to be safe than sorry. Don't part with your money unless you're absolutely sure what you're doing.
Up next, we look at a unique way of chopping seats at food courts. Stay with us.